is the National Cathedral keeps churning out multiple episodes.
How can I go up without fighting the demons in the air?
I promise you, I'll go through it honorably.
As Secretary to the Board of Trustees, Reverend Kusibuatin fights off allegations of conflict of interest and double identity, the new set of issues that defenders of the Cathedral project have to deal with.
Two prominent members of the Board of Trustees, Archbishop Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba, have become the latest trustees members to demand more openness, audit and accountability into several issues regarding the construction of the cathedral. They want, quote, that in the spirit and cause of transparency and accountability to the Ghanaian people, the current Board of Trustees of the National Cathedral shall appoint an independent, nationally recognized accounting firm to audit all public funds contributed to and spent by the National Cathedral, unquote. In an apparent reference to the prevailing economic conditions, the two men of God insist the time is not just right for a cathedral. They say, quote, we affirm regret that the current economic climate in Ghana prevents obstacles to the timely construction and completion of the National Cathedral, unquote. They then give multiple examples of famous cathedrals around the world, including the Notre Dame, St. Paul's in London, and the Milan Cathedral, and say the case of Ghana's National Cathedral deferred will not be a dream denied. The memo is further evidence of growing frustration with the cathedral project after Bishop Duncan Mills pulled out in protest. In all this, the staunchest defenders of the cathedral say it will and must go ahead. The chairman of the National Cathedral Board of Trustees, Apostle Professor Opokonina, has said disagreements are normal and insists, quote, no one leader can have all their preferences, methods and approaches accepted. In this changed and unfamiliar context, some would prefer to leave the trusteeship, unquote. And the president is adamant the cathedral must and will be built.
Just like Sanballat and Tobias, in the days of Nehemiah, there are some who do not share my view on the building of the National Cathedral. I respect their right to differ, but I am confident in my decision by the vast numbers of enthusiastic supporters of this project, whose spiritual dimension is limitless.
Duncan Williams and Eastwood Anaba agree because they say the cathedral would be meant for Christianity in Ghana and positioned as a tourism hub. It doesn't look like we've seen the last episode in this divisive series. Judith Awachitando, TV3 News.